Hey, I'm Kazoru, also known as Kaz or Kax, and this will be the beginner video guide for speedrunning OneShot. In this video, I'll go over how to play the entire glitched 80% run at a beginner level. I'll be assuming that you've set up the game already, using my setup video guide linked in the description. Also, if you'd prefer to follow a text guide for the run instead, you can use the 80% guide doc made by Bailey, also linked in the description. Anyway, let's get started. Before we get started, I'm going to clarify a few things. First off, I'm going to be recording with desktop capture just to make sure you can see everything that I'm doing, but runners will typically use game capture to capture the run, which is fine as long as you set the hook rate to fastest. This ensures that OBS will quickly be able to recapture your game once you relaunch it. And I also want to note that learning this run involves a lot of memorizing, so remember to learn at your own pace and take breaks if you feel overloaded. Personally, it took me a few days to learn the route before I started doing runs. Also, lastly, make sure to head over to the OneShot speedrunning page and read the game rules, just in case. Anytime before you start a run, make sure you have your utility open so you can see the safe code. Also remember to have Clover open, like so. You can just minimize it so it doesn't get in your way. Also remember to start recording if you're planning to submit to the leaderboards, and have live split open, but I'm not going to have that open for the tutorial. Also, in case you forgot, you can reset your game data by closing the game and then pressing new game on the utility, or full reset if you're using the V3 utility. When you have everything ready, go ahead, press confirm on the title screen, and you will start the run, and the timers will start automatically. Let me explain my input display real quick. This is menu, this is inventory, confirm, cancel, this is my movement. Enter is used to skip Windows pop-ups sometimes. Alt and F4 are used to close the game sometimes. D is my unequip button, and left control is my text skip button. At the start of the run, you're going to get this screen, and then 3 more screens that you can skip by mashing pretty much any buttons. I personally use confirm, cancel, and the bottom 3 arrow keys like this. Like so. And here you should start holding down text mash. From this point, just assume that you should be holding down text mash unless stated otherwise. When you get out of bed, go right and then down 1 tile to the remote like this. Interact with the remote, open your inventory and equip it, and close the inventory. You can close the inventory by pressing inventory again, or you can use cancel. Walk up to the window and interact with it, and ideally you can just hold text mash here the entire time and read the code while it's fading away. 7381. If you can't read it that fast, just stop holding text mash and then confirm to give yourself more time to read. Once you've figured out the code, go down 1 tile and then to the left, and then interact with the computer and input your code. When your digit is higher than 5, you want to use down to input it. As you can see, getting to 6 takes 4 down taps instead of 6 up taps. In this case, the code 7381 is down 3, and then up 3, and then down 2, and then up 1. And then just confirm when you've entered the code. Keep holding text mash and hold enter here as well. Holding enter there will skip that one Windows pop-up. And as you notice, I am holding down text mash here, but the text is not going away. And that's because of the Windows pop-up. Anytime there's a Windows pop-up, you need to let go of text mash and then press it again. Once you're out of that, go down 1 tile and to the left and interact with this plant. And then go back out. Go down here. Right, down, right to the fridge. Interact with the fridge. And you want to craft these 2 items together, and then go left and equip the branch, and then close the inventory. Go up to the TV, interact with that, go to the campfire, interact with that, then go on top of the spark and press interact. Then open the inventory, equip the key, close the inventory, and go right. Just keep holding right here for a while. Keep holding right. Here, mash like you did for the title cards. And then go back to holding red and text mash. Interact with the light bulb. You can't do anything to speed this up. Just wait for this to finish. Hold left. Down 2 tiles and then up here. And open the inventory, equip the light bulb, close the inventory, and then interact with the door. The auto splitter should split for house here when the screen fades to white. Let's go right and up to this door. And now you're in Barrens. You're gonna get another title card in a bit here, so just mash that away. As soon as it starts fading away, go right 3 tiles. You're gonna go right 3 tiles and then up. Going right 3 tiles dodges this rock And then when you're past the rock, anytime you're past the rock, you can go left 1 tile. You want to go up here, and this is just to unlock this area for later, and now you're gonna fast travel out. To open the fast travel menu quickly, just press A and then delay a little bit, and then press confirm. Like that. If you press them too close together, it won't open. A good way to delay the opening is just to use the same finger for both A and Z. And that creates a delay naturally. When you're in this menu, just go down 1 or up 1 and then confirm. Now we're gonna make our way to Profit Bot, so just head down, then go to the right a little bit, go down, to the right a bit, down. And I use this as a visual cue. This like part of the border where there's like 4 tiles like this. If you get to this tile, you can just hold right from there. And that'll put you right on the path to Profit Bot like that. When you're talking to ProfitBot, you only want to talk about the computer because the rest of the dialogue is not necessary to progress the game. So when the choicer comes up, just go down 2 and then confirm. Here you just spam confirm to say yes, but just want to mention at any point if you want to change the player name, you can do this here. Don't do this during a run obviously, it's slow, but if you want the name to be something funny, you can change it here. Otherwise just spam confirm in a run. Then spam cancel to get out of the choicer menu. And now you can just continue playing. Now you want to travel back to the docks, which we unlocked earlier. So open the fast travel menu and then go down 1 to select docks. This is where the memory part comes in because it is faster to do down 1 than it is to go up twice, right? So this fast travel is down 1 and then confirm. Walk up into the trailer, head left into the bed, and you want to interact with this tile of the bed. Because if you interact with this tile, then Nico will walk to this corner and then walk into the bed. So it's faster to just run to this tile yourself instead of making Nico walk, because Nico's walking speed is a lot slower. So yeah, for this bed, it's this tile. Interact with it and then spam confirm to say yes. This will close the game, so just reopen the game by double-clicking on your shortcut. Also want to mention, if you try to open this game from your task like toolbar, then it probably won't work for some reason, so just use a desktop shortcut if that's not working for you. Here you're gonna mash like you do for the title cards to get out of the dream sequence. Until it fades to black, like that. Hold text mash. Here, some of the dialogue options are faster than others. For the Barrens bed dialogue, you want to confirm 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can just spam confirm for that. But then you want to do the bottom option for the next 2. So down 1 and then confirm, and then down 1, confirm. And then the 7th one is just confirm. When you're done with that, head to the right and grab this pipe. Then head out of the trailer so you can fast travel back to the outpost. You have to walk out of the trailer first because you can't fast travel indoors. Fast travel to the outpost, which is up 1. Here, just head down until you reach this spot. Use this rail as a visual cue, or this rock. When you reach this point, you just hold right. This just lines you up with a factory entrance. Like this. Go up in here, and to the right. Equip the pipe, and then close the inventory and interact with this. And just hold left while it's happening, and then leave the factory. When you're out of the factory, go to the right, also down 1 tile to enter cliffs. And here I'm going to do what's called a super fast travel, or an SFT. This is just a fancy name for warping out of the area and then warping back into it. And the reason we do this is because the point the game puts you at when you warp into the screen is a different point than when you enter the screen. In this case, walking to that point is slower than just fast traveling out and then fast traveling back in, because it puts us all the way here instead of having to walk here. To do this, just fast travel down 1 and then fast travel up 1, or vice versa. After doing that, head up and right, just follow the path that I'm taking. It's pretty simple. Up here, and then to the right. And here you're gonna do the exact same thing. Fast travel out, down 1, fast travel back in, up 1. Or you can do it vice versa, it doesn't matter. In this case, it puts you right outside the house you want to enter, so it's very nice. Just hold up to enter the house. Hold right, go up, interact with the screwdriver to take it, and then leave the house. Here, hold down until you get to this point. You use these clovers as a visual cue. You want to be 1 below them, and then head to the right. This just dodges this gigantic rock hitbox and lines you up with the ground here. Here you want to interact with the right side of this instead of the left side, because by interacting with this point, silver will enter the screen and then walk to this point, whereas if you interact with this point, then silver will walk to the right point. And making silver walk less is faster. So interact with the right point, because the silver will walk and just go over there, so she stops walking earlier. Go up and then right. You want to be going right at this height or at this height, because any higher than that you will waste movement. Head right here, cutscene will start automatically, and then go left. Pick up the camera from this angle, and then hold down and exit the mines. Now you have everything required to fix the generator, so fast travel to the outpost, that's up 1. Enter the outpost, go up right to this box. You want to equip the crowbar, so you can unlock it. Now head left, down, right, go up here. Here, also while you're doing this walk, you can press unequip to unequip the crowbar. When you're at the generator, open your inventory and do the battery craft. You want to do screwdriver camera, lens battery, battery light bulb, and then equip the battery and close the inventory and interact with the generator. The auto splitter should split about here. And then you can head down, right, and down here, and then talk to the computer to get your safe code. Here you will also get a Windows pop-up that you have to click yes for. This is the only Windows pop-up in the game you have to do that for. So here just interact with the computer. You're gonna get 4 sets of dialogue, and then you're gonna get a text box. And you notice the timer freezes while this is happening, so you don't need to be quick here. So you can just bring your mouse over and click yes. Alternatively, you can hit left and then enter, doesn't matter which way you do it. Before you click this, make sure to let go of text smash, and then after you click it, press text smash again. And then also be prepared to move your hand back to the arrow keys. So I'm going to click this, and then press down text smash again. As you can see, talking to this computer will update your safe code, and this is why I keep the utility window specifically here. It keeps the safe code right here, and when you input the code, the numbers for the code will be right here, so it's easy for me to see what I'm inputting. Now that you have the code, you want to go ahead and exit the outpost, and then fast travel to cliffs. That's 2 down, 1, 2, and then just go up to the right here, right 2 tiles. And here, interact with the safe. And the same thing applies as from the remote code. You want to use down to input digits that are larger than 5. So 5, 5, 3, skip that one, 5 again, and then down 2 for the 8. Confirm once you've entered the code. Here it's faster to say I have my ways, so press down and then confirm again. After this cutscene is over, don't move. If you move down, you start a cutscene that you don't want. So just fast travel and then down 1 to go to docks immediately. Head down 2 tiles and to the right. And you want to walk up next to this rail, to the right of this rail. And this is Shrimp Swamp movement. This movement is pretty restrictive because the hitboxes of the pools are weird, so just copy this path. Like so. Once you get to this point, the movement's not as restrictive anymore. As long as you're only heading up and right, and you don't bump into any walls, then you're good. I just go like something like this. Then to the right, and then up here. This pool is a visual cue. You don't want to get higher than this tile. If you get higher than this tile, you're wasting movement. Because you just want to head right from here and into the screen transition, okay? Here, we're just unlocking this area for later, so as soon as Nico finishes walking, just fast travel up 3, and from here on, every fast travel for the rest of Barrens will be up 3 or down 3, so that helps for memorizing. In this case, it's up 3 to go back to Shrimp Swamp. Head to the right for 3 tiles and up through this little cap, right 1 tile, and then just go up and left. Up to this vent. Here you want to equip the bottle, and then interact with this vent. As soon as this cutscene is over, just fast travel down 3 to get back to the area you just unlocked. You go left for a bit, and then up, and then left, and into this building. Head left, grab this, right, and exit the building, and keep going to the right. Here's just right for a while. Up 1 tile, and then up another tile. Walk into the screen transition, and similar to before, we're just unlocking this area, so we're gonna teleport back out of here as soon as Nico finishes walking. Here the warp is down 3 again to go to Shrimp Swamp. This time we're going to go left and then down, and you can use this tile as a visual cue. You don't want to get lower than this point. I'm going to walk into this bubble. Here, equip the syringe and interact with this. When this cutscene finishes, you want to warp back to the area you just unlocked, and in this case it's up 3 to the old factory. Enter the factory, equip the crowbar so you can break this. While this cutscene's going, press unequip to unequip the crowbar. When this cutscene's over, just head up in here to the right, grab the sponge, get back out, and grab the gloves. You do it in that order just because that saves movement. It saves 1 tile of movement to grab them in that order. Now head down and out, and now you have all the materials you need to fix the robot that will take you to Glen. So go ahead, fast travel to the docks, which is up 3. Head down, and then to the right here, and do your sponge craft. First you want to do the syringe into the bottle, and then the bottle into the sponge. Then equip the sponge, and interact with the robot. And here, you want to keep spamming interact until the sponge in the bottom right corner disappears. Because you need to interact with them again to like get the cleaning cutscene. And when this cutscene's over, now you have to go get 1 more item from Silver. So the fast travel here is just up 3 to the lookout point, and then go talk to Silver. Mash this title card away, and then immediately mash interact to talk to Silver again. Because you have to play chess with her. If you try to leave first, you'll just play chess with her anyway. So it's faster to just talk to her yourself. Go right, down, and out, and then fast travel back to the docks, which is just down 3. Now go back to the robot, equip the amulet, and interact with the robot. And that is Barrens done. At this point you can let go of like your keyboard for a bit if you want to like take a sip of water. That's a good time to do it, because this just goes on for like quite a bit. At this point, when these particles come up on screen, that's when the auto splitter splits, and you want to be holding text smash again here. So don't like let go of the keyboard for too long. Now we're gonna do Glen. This area is a lot less involved than Barrens. Barrens is one of the most like heavily involved areas in the run. Glen is probably the least involved area of the run. But anyway, just head in here, and then follow the path. I walked into a wall. That was great. And head out here. Here, just head to the right. Just hold right, and then prepare to hold up as soon as Nico moves. And keep going. Here, just go down, right down. Try to dodge that girl. It shouldn't be hard to dodge her. And you just want to go down here. Don't walk down here, just fast travel. You're going to do another SFT here, super fast travel. Just fast travel out. Down 1, fast travel back in, up 1. This just gets you to Calamus faster. And let me show you, I want to show something here. If you walk to the right too far, then Calamus will see you and walk up to you, and that is slow. You want to run to Calamus yourself. So when you warp back in, just go right not more than 2 tiles. You can go right 2 tiles, and then you can't go right anymore. At that point, walk down far enough so that Calamus does not need to walk to you. Here's an example. Okay. In that case, Calamus did not walk at all. Anyway, after the Calamus cutscene, just keep going to the right. And then go down. And to the right over this bridge. We're going to keep walking here. Go up 1 tile. And then go down here. You want to enter the ruins on the left side here. There's going to be a robot that can block your path sometimes, and this just gives you more time to react to it if you enter it on the left side. Right? Ideally, you can just hold right here, but sometimes you'll have to go up 1 extra tile and then down again. In this case, I could just walk right past him. Right? Sometimes he'll walk into your path and you have to go up and then down again, and you lose like 0.25 plus your reaction time. Keep going down. Go left here and down. To the right. Up here. Nope, I walked an extra tile. You have to try to avoid that as much as possible. Since we're on like a grid-based movement system, the less tiles you walk, the better. Here, you can just kind of use this. I use this as a visual cue. 2 tiles to the left of that is where I want to be. interact with her, and spam interact to give her the sun. After giving her the sun, just hold down, and then go back to the right. And it's pretty dark here, so you might have to like lean into your monitor a bit to avoid bumping into this wall, or to avoid walking extra tiles. Right? I just go up, and out. Now we're gonna backtrack. Giving Maze the sun opened up this door right here, so we can go save Alula. And this is the first, like, tile puzzle, and also the only one before tower, but yeah. The solution is always the same, and you just have to memorize this. Alright, so this is the Alula solution. I'll just show the easy solution, because it really doesn't lose much time at all compared to the fastest solution. The solution is easier in execution and easier to memorize. So first off, when you enter this room, just head down until you're level with the grid, and then head right 4 tiles on the grid. Go up a tile to exit the grid, and then head left to the corner here. Then go down 5 tiles on the grid. Go left 1 tile to exit the grid again, and then re-enter it and go to the middle. Now go down 1 tile. And then you want to walk up to this tile that's kind of in the middle of these lines that we've drawn. And then go back down 2 tiles to the 1 tile that's empty now. Now head right until you exit the grid. Go back left to enter the grid again, and now it's just up 3 tiles to finish the last line. And while you're walking the last tile, you can hold down so that when you finish walking onto this tile, Nico will move down an extra tile, and that will save you 1 tile of movement after the cutscene ends. It looks like this. It's a very small time save, so if you can't do that consistently, don't really worry about it. Just hold right, talk to Alula, and then head left and up out of the puzzle room. Just head this way, very linear. Back down here. Here, just go down 1 tile to avoid the robot. And this door is weird. You have to enter it on the right. You can see if I enter it on the right, it puts me out on the left, right? So you want to enter this door on the right, and then keep going left. Also, it's very funny, if you hold up for too long here, then you just kind of get stuck in a loop. So be careful with that. You just want to immediately hold left as soon as the transition starts to avoid that. Anyway, once you're out here, just go left, and then up, and then left again. Keep going up and left, and just enter the screen. Doesn't really matter where you enter this. It can influence the RNG like slightly, but it's a really minor thing. I'm not going to get into it here. Just dodge the rams and talk to this guy. When you talk to this guy, just spam interact to say yes to it, and then hold down. And ideally, no rams will block your path like that, but if a ram gets in your way, just move around it. Here, just learn this ram puzzle solution. It's just the most optimal solution. So this one goes down once, this one goes left twice, this one goes left once. Push this one left, and then walk all the way up here. Push this one down all the way, so it's next to the hole, but not in the hole. So all the way here, and then go up again. Push this one into the hole, this one to the left, and then just push all of them into the holes. So this one twice, this one once, and then finish on this one. So that's the optimal solution. You can, when you're learning this, you can interact with the bells to reset the puzzle. So that's useful. But yeah, once this cutscene finishes, just fast travel to the forest, which is up twice. Then hold right and down to talk to Zenless. This is returning Alula to him, and just spam interact to say yes here. And here you're just holding text match for a while. Once they start walking here, you have like maybe 10 seconds to drink some water. As soon as they reach the door though, you need to be holding text match again. Right here. That was 8 seconds, my bad. Mash this away, and then text match again, and go down to the left. Go down here. A lot of new players forget to get the sun back here for some reason, so try to remember that. You have to go back down here and get the sun again. Spam interact, and then just head down. Again, try not to move extra tiles. I just like know where the tiles are. You can take different movement as long as you don't waste tiles. That's just the movement I'm used to doing. Walk out here. Same thing applies to the door as before. You're gonna walk back up here, but this time you're gonna go to the right, so you can talk to the trader. When you reach the trader, go equip the wool, and then interact with him. You have to interact with him with the wool, and you're gonna get a choicer, and you're gonna say, take the offer, and then you're immediately gonna fast travel 2 down to the gate. Now you have everything you need to get out of Glen, so we're just gonna sleep first. The game requires that you sleep first, that's why we're doing it in the first place. And in this case, you want to talk to this tile. Spam interact to say yes, and the game will close. Just reopen the game. Mash this away. Until it fades to black. Hold text mash again. For the first 2 options, you just want to mash, and then for the next 2 options, you want to select the bottom one. So mash, mash, and then down 1, and down 1 again. That should end the dialogue, and now just get out of this room. And when you get out of this room, you want to craft the feather pen. So open the inventory, use the dye on the feather, and I also want to note here, I see new players do this sometimes, they will go up and right here, when instead they can just press left. Okay, so make note of that. Anyway, dye and feather, and then just equip the pen, and close the inventory, and keep going down. Go to the right here. You don't need to talk to the robot, you can just have the pen equipped, and then try to walk out, and just keep holding up, and that'll do the cutscenes automatically. So I'm just holding up here. And there we go. Let's keep going. Transitioning from Glen to Refuge now. And up here. Auto splitter should split for Refuge here as soon as that starts moving. Alright, so now we're in Refuge, so just head left. Here you can go down 2 tiles and then keep going left. You're gonna get dialogue here, and then you're gonna hold down. Ideally, you don't walk that extra tile, but it can be pretty hard to avoid that. Let's keep going down here. You're gonna get a cutscene. Keep going down. Go to the right here. And then talk to the lamplighter. I just hold up here while the cutscene's going, because you need to talk to this elevator button before you can continue. So while this cutscene's going, just hold up and then go right 1 tile. And interact with the button. And then head to the right, down 1 tile. Head down here. And you're going to immediately warp out of this. You're going to come back here in a bit. So you want to warp and then go down 1. And now you're going to head to the left, down 1 tile, and down here. And you're going to sleep again. Here for this bed, you want to interact with this tile. So run to this tile and then interact with it. And spam to say yes. And then just reopen the game. Bash it away. And then text mash again. And the dialogue here is top, bottom, top, bottom. So just mash through the first one, and then go down 1. And then mash through the third one, and then down 1 again. As soon as that dialogue ends, you can actually fast travel. This is the only indoors area that you can fast travel in. The devs just forgot to disable it in here. So you're gonna use that bug here to fast travel to the cafe. And when you open this fast travel menu, the option will already be on the cafe. So you can just open the menu and spam interact. And then hold right. Enter the cafe, go up here and get the coffee done. Then head back down and to the left. And exit so you can fast travel. So fast travel down 1. Then head left. Go up and to the left here. Here we're just going to be holding left for a while. Don't take that one. If you're not paying attention, you can like accidentally walk down there. You want to take this one, where the tiles in like the entry point are the same as the tiles on in the hallway. So enter here, go to the right here, pick up the scissors, and then go left, back out, and keep going to the left. And you're gonna take this one, Go right 2 tiles. To the left here. Pick up these magnets. Go to the right. Up here, to the right, and up here. You don't have to interact with those doors, they open automatically. And now you're going to go to the right. Exit this area so you can fast travel back to the elevator deck. Here it's down 2 or up 2, you can choose which one. And just go right, and up, and to the right. Keep going to the right, to here, keep going right, up to the tape dispenser here. And when you reach this, you're gonna craft your button. So to craft the button, it's the scissors and the can, and then the magnets and the button. And then equip the button, close the inventory, and interact with this. When that's done, just go left, exit the area again, and then travel back to the elevator. And here it's up to. Using the tape dispenser actually unequips the button, so you need to equip it again here. So equip it, and then hold up and interact. And that's the elevator done. Hold up here. And as soon as Nico faces up, you can interact with the button here, so you can input the code. And this code is always the same. It's always 63014. So you want to go down 4, and then 3, 1, 4. And then confirm to the code. Hold left, and then just react and press up to go into the elevator. Like so. And that's elevator done. The auto splitter just split here. Here you're gonna get dialogue. It's faster to talk about all 3 of the options instead of resuming the awkward silence. The silence takes a very long time to play out for comedic effect, so it's faster to just go through all the other 3 instead. So first just mash to do the first one, then down 1 for this one, and then down twice for this one. Just hold right here. Go right for a while until you see the up arrows. See these up arrows? You want to go up here. Right? To go up here. And then immediately go down. You're just unlocking this area for later. So just go down again. And keep going to the right and then down here. And you're going to walk into this area. And we're also going to use this area later. And now we're going to go back to that first area we unlocked. So fast travel down 1 to the alley. And then go to the right, down 1 tile to avoid the trash bag. Go up here to unlock this area, which we'll walk to later as well. And now warp to the library, which is also down 1. Go up here. Go to the left to dodge this. And then go left another tile. And here we're going to do kip skip. So normally you can't get in here. You need to talk to the robot and then go do a whole bunch of things to get a library card. So you can go in here and talk to George. But you can skip this if you walk onto this tile and then close the game and then reopen the game. When Nico finishes walking the tile, you'll get like the dialogue where Nico talks to the player, and that actually prevents the game from pushing you back 1 tile like it's supposed to. So to do this, there's 2 main ways to do this. You get to this tile first, of course, and then you can use Alt F4, which is what top runners do. What top runners do is like while they're walking up here, they switch their left hand grip to Alt F4 while they're moving up here. And then they just like quickly do the Alt F4 strat, right? Alternatively, you can just get to this tile and then switch to your mouse and then use your left hand for the arrow keys and then click the close button. So the Alt F4 method works like this. You get to this tile, you hold Alt first, and then you just tap right and then spam F4 until the game is closed. Like that. And you want to do the right tap, you want the right tap to be as short as possible, because the F4 does not come through until you've let go of right. Okay, when the game closes, you want to reopen it. Nico finishes walking the tile, just hold text mash, and do the interact with the dialogue. And you can see you're just standing here now, so you can go to the right. So you've skipped that barrier. Okay, if you want to do the mouse method instead, this is slower because you have to like change your hand position significantly more. But you have your mouse here, you have your left hand using the arrow keys, and then you just tap right and then click on the X. And then you just hit yes. And then reopen the game. Right, now there is something dangerous that can happen here. You can soft lock here. If you do a frame perfect close on the very last possible frame, then you will soft lock. and that will completely kill your run. There is no way to get out of it. You just lose the run. So you have to be careful not to be too late. Okay, you want this input to be early. So if you like notice, it's hard to notice maybe, but if you notice that your walk is like very late, like if you notice that, like that's very late. Maybe just say no and don't quit there. If you're way too late, then you just can't close it. But if you're frame perfect, then you can still close it. I'm gonna try to show this off. I think this will work. I think like that's very late. Now if I reopen, I'm stuck here and I can't move. And you can't even close the game either. You have to force close it, and that invalidates the run already. And even then, force closing at this point will not save you. You literally have to delete the save. That's how stuck you are. So yeah, definitely practice this a lot to make sure that you don't soft lock, because that's bad. So I'm gonna use the Alt F4 method here. So I hold Alt and I tap right, and then just spam F4. Right, that was a very early quit, so that's good. I just hold text match, interact, hold right, and just get over here. Walk up. Here you're gonna get George, and George is actually RNG. She has 1 of 6 possible personalities, which is dictated by the amount of dots on her face. 2 and 3 are the slowest by like a second. 6 loses like 0.7. 1 and 4 lose like 0.5, and then 5 is just the fastest. So that's just completely random, like dialogue time save. In this case, I get 3, so I lose a second. When you get in here, you just want to hold up and then reach George before she has time to move. Actually, it's better if you can equip the book before you enter her room, so she doesn't have time to move. You can see if I have the book already equipped, I can just reach her before she moves. So sorry about that. Equip the book before you enter her room. Talk to her and then just head right and down. And you have to go to sleep here, so she has time to translate the book. And you want to interact with this tile for this bed. And then just spam confirm. Mash all this away. Mash confirm here for the one choicer. There's only one dialogue there, so just mash confirm and then head down. Go back to her here and then talk to her. She will have time to walk a little bit here. She can walk like 2 tiles, so that's more RNG as well. Yeah, talk to her. Gonna get this, mash this away, and then keep holding text match and then walk out of here. Here you're gonna have to do the same skip again, because it'll push you in this direction if you enter the tile from this angle, which is funny. So once you exit here, just go left 1 tile, and then use whatever method you want here. I'm gonna use the Alt F4 thing again. So I'm gonna hold Alt and then tap left and spam F4. Reopen the game. And there we go. Hold text match, spam interact to get that dialogue out of the way. Walk left 1 tile and just go down. Go to the right there, go to the right here, exit the building. Spam interact here for the dialogue. And then warp to Vendor Street, which is up 1. Go down here and then to the left. Go down here. And left. Open this door. You can stop holding text mesh here and switch to your Alt F4 grip again. This is just to close the game normally. So as soon as you get here, when this room transition is done, Alt F4 to close the game. Or alternatively, just click the X, doesn't really matter, but it's easier to move while switching to the Alt F4 grip, so that's what most runners do. When you launch the game here again, tower will start. So when you close the game there, the auto splitter will split for that. And yeah, at this point tower will start, and it's good to double check here that you have Clover open. If you don't have Clover open here, you can't progress, so make sure that that's open, and then you can open the game again. Mash this away. Here, just hold text match for a while, and hold right as well, so you start moving as soon as it's over. You want to walk right and up to reach the computer here. It's just the least amount of tiles. And some people will walk like in zigzag motions. I personally count the steps, so this sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I count like that 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then I hold up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I hold up. And that puts the computer like in the top right corner for me here. And then when I see the computer, I just adjust and then interact with it. hold right here as soon as it's over. Once you reach the bed, just interact with it. Here, hold enter, but be careful, okay? You want to hold enter. And as soon as the game is closing, let go of enter, because if you're still holding enter and your computer automatically tabs you into the utility, it might select a new game and delete your save. So just be very careful with that. So don't hold enter for too long because your computer might screw you over. Just be prepared to let go of enter, okay? And at this point also, you really need to have Clover open. So really double check that. If you don't have Clover open at this point, then the game cannot progress and you will lose like 6 seconds to having to open it. Okay, but if you have Clover open the game again. Here, just spam interact first, and then you can mash normally. And then hold text mash. You're gonna get 5 sets of dialogue. Hold down and be prepared to react and press left. Here's the 5th set. Hold left, right? It's down 2 tiles on left and then up to the computer. Here, interact, hold enter. You can get a lot of pop-ups. As soon as they're over, just spam interact. And you don't need to hold text mash at all here while you're doing tower. Some people still do just out of muscle memory, but you don't need to hold it down anymore. The tower solutions are always the same, so just memorize these. The first part, you go left. Then you go up twice. There's 1. And then 2. Then you go right. And then immediately left. And then you go down twice. Or just down until this section is done. Then you're warped to the center of the screen like this. So some people memorize the doors using numbers. Some people just know the rooms after practicing them. I personally don't know the numbers, I just know the rooms. But I'll put the numbers on screen here if you prefer to use that. The first door is here. Then you go down 1 tile, and then to the right. Then to the left. Then left and up to this one. Then left all the way to this one. So here, just hold right, and this is actually an unintended skip, kind of, that saves a second. You're supposed to go through this door, but for some reason, if you go through this door on the right instead, you will be put in the same room, and it also puts you on the other end of the next room, so it saves a lot of time. It saves like a whole second. So right, and then right again. Here, right 1 tile, down 2 tiles, and to this door. Down 1 tile, to the right. And then left up, right up, left up, left up. Down 1 tile to the left, and then just hold right. And up into this door. That's kind of like how I play the doors, that's how I memorize the doors. That's what I'm like thinking about in a run. Now you're on the tile puzzles. There are 4 of these, the first 3 are very simple, and then the last one is pretty complicated. So the first one, just go up, and then to the right to this point, and just go down in a straight line. Through the middle like that. Here you want to just follow this path that I take. Here's an image of like the line you have to take here. Yeah, here's what it looks like. Feel free to like pause and stop if you're like, it can be like deceptively tricky to do this quickly without pausing. So feel free to like pause if you're struggling to do this perfectly. This third one is pretty simple as well. You just walk to the middle and then walk to the left. Right. Alright, so this is the light bulb. So this one's very complicated. It can take a lot of practice to get down, also hard to memorize. Here's an image of the line you want to take. This one takes a lot of practice to do without pausing, so no shame in like pausing when you're starting out. So the actual solution, first you draw the outer layer by walking onto the grid and then going zigzag like here. Up to here, zigzag back down. And go down here. Keep in mind now there's 3 tiles here instead of 2, like at the top. Okay, and then zigzag down to this point. Then go to the middle, go down up to this point, then walk off the grid so you can get to this point, and then go back onto the grid like this. Okay? Then left 2 tiles, zigzag up here, and then up 2 tiles. Now you're going to get to the inner layer, so you just go here, and then you go left again to erase this tile, and then go right again. And now you're in the inner layer, and you can start drawing the inner layer. So go up here, and then right up, and then draw this line, and then down right, draw this line, left down, draw this line, up left, and then the last tile. And similar to alula, it's good here if you can press down while you're walking this last tile, then you save 1 tile of movement. But don't really worry about it if you can't get it down. But here's what it looks like. At this point, if you're not holding text smash, then you need to start holding it again, because there's going to be dialogue now. So go walk up to the light bulb, like this, and just interact with it. And you're just going to spam interact for a while here. Just keep spamming it until the screen fades to white. So keep mashing, keep mashing, keep mashing, and now it's fading to white. I can stop mashing. At this point, the game will automatically close the Clover program. So if you're like doing a session where you're doing multiple runs, you have to remember to reopen the Clover program before you start your next run. Okay? Because it's gonna close it automatically here. Anyway, once you're here, just hold left. And here we're gonna close the game again, actually, to go out of bounds. As soon as you enter this room, just tap left and then Alt F4, or use the mouse method, whatever's more comfortable. And you don't have to worry about soft locking here, you can't soft lock here. So just tap left and then close the game. And then reopen it. Go through the text, and now you're out of bounds. And the way this works is because these stair tiles are special. What they actually do, because RPG Maker does not support diagonal movement, so what the game does is it plays a cutscene, it removes your collision, and then it plays a cutscene that moves Nico, and then it gives you back your collision. So by walking up the stairs, you remove your collision, and then you close the game before it can give you your collision back. And when you reopen the game, it just plays the different cutscene where you talk to the player. And then when that cutscene's over, the game doesn't give you your collision back, so now you just don't have collision. So that's why that works. And you're just going to use this to bypass the hallway at the end of the game. And from this point, you have to interact with doors you enter. You can see if I just walk left here, it doesn't do anything, right? So you have to go to this tile, facing left. You have to be facing left, and then stop walking and press interact. Right? Here, keep going left, go up one tile. You can walk through the couch, it's funny, you have no collision. Up to this door, and just interact here, facing left again. So you have to stop walking while you're facing left and interact with this door. And normally you walk through this hallway, there's a lot of windows pop-ups, it's annoying, right? You skip that by doing this. Here, go down until there's just these two tiles up here, and then you go to the right. That lines you up with the elevator here, and again you want to be facing right here, and stop walking and interact. You can walk an extra tile, it will still work, as long as you're facing right. Go for the elevator. Here you still have no collision, so you can kind of walk around with no collision, it's funny. You can interact with the store from here. Spam interact here for the dialogue, just keep spamming it. You're gonna get 7 choices here, it's the last one. Yeah, but you want to keep spamming interact here, so you open the elevator door. Right? If you don't spam interact there, you don't open the elevator door. This is the end of the game, you're just gonna have to walk down to the podium, but you still don't have collision, so you can still walk through it. So make sure to stop walking, and then interact, otherwise you will walk through it. Okay? So stop walking, and then interact with us. And then just spam left or right, whichever choice you want to make. And then spam confirm. And time ends there. The live split should end automatically. The endgame timer will end a little bit later, and then we'll resume. And that's just because the endgame timer needs to resume in case you want to run something like Solstice. But the live split timer should stop. But yeah, at this point you've finished the run. If you plan on doing multiple runs, I recommend selecting the choice on the right, breaking the bulb, because it's easier to close the game. You can just go through this dialogue, and then you can close the game. And then reset. Open Clover. And go into your next run. If you select the other option where you save the world, you have to force close the game, which just takes a little bit of extra time. But yeah, that's how to speedrun OneShot. I hope this guide has been helpful for you. Bye.